Well, out here with Pepper. Pepper's enjoying the beautiful days we've been having. She's a little worried though. There's two frogs out here, and she's a young pup, so she doesn't know what to do about them. She, the biggest of the frogs, I think, makes her a little afraid, and the little frog is just about the size of a quarter when it's balled up. And she doesn't know what to do about it, but she's very curious about it. It doesn't scare her as much as the big one. So yeah, they're way smaller than her, but she's intimidated a little bit by them. We thought it was funny because she doesn't seem to be intimidated by big things, but little things she's a little intimidated by. Anyways, let me get my sip of coffee, get my morning started. Hope you have something to get your day started. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about prompt sharing. Um, there's a lot of people that have uh, YouTube shows and websites you can sign up. You can get prompts to help you with Chat GPT. And there are nuances, and it's interesting for uh, understanding how you can improve the responses from Chat GPT or Bard or some of the other AIs that are chatbots. I'm going to focus on image stuff because image is a little bit different feedback mechanism. So some of the people that do videos that talk about the problems with uh, AI responses will use chatbot ones because they get these very wrong answers. They mathematically are wrong, and those can happen. And there's easy ways to work around them, and it's not a to me it's not a big deal, but it's one of those things. Um, on the other hand, when it comes to images, you can have quite a bit of nuance behind the images. Give you an example. One of the things I have in my negative prompts. A negative prompt means don't do this. I have something that says 5 fingers because sometimes the AI will give you 5 fingers. And so I was using that prompt and it was working pretty good for fingers to not give me too many. And then occasionally I had people with 6 fingers. So I have two negative prompts now. One says no 5 fingers, the other one says no 6 fingers. I have other things in the negative prompts like bad anatomy and mutated this and that extra limbs. There's stuff you put in there that help discourage it from rendering something about people that is inappropriate. People are usually the biggest problem. Um, that and very meticulous uh, equipment. Uh, Try doing an airplane. If you don't have a good training set for the uh, airplane, it gets some really strange responses when it comes to airplanes. But anyways, back to the subject. Um, so prompt sharing, uh, you have these people that, here's how you do stuff, and there's very good generic things about that. about chat prompt sharing and how you can do it, and that apply to lots of stuff. The prompt sharing on uh, images is a little bit different because you know it, it's in the eye of the beholder. And I'm going to give a little props to Leonardo versus Midjourney on this. Midjourney's prompts, they show them in a feed for the Midjourney uh, bot, and you can go watch them and see what they're doing. And you can see what the prompt was and how it got it rendered. So you can sit there and look through a lot of stuff for Midjourney. And I'm sure you can search for stuff, but it doesn't feel as easy for me to understand what they were intending. A little bit, there's usually a reference to an artist. They have some stuff in there that's about different things that they want. Now, oh well, let me say a good thing about Midjourney before I go to Leonardo. Uh, it's there. You can select it, and you have the entire prompt. You can then take that prompt and dissect it for your usage, or you can slap it into ChatGPT or Bard, your preferred chatbot, and say, "Hey, explain what this is to me," and they will uh, break down the prompt for you and explain what each aspect of it is. It helps you understand what you might want to do in your prompt. Um, Leonardo, on the other hand, has the prompt, the negative prompt, and has different aspect uh, conditions that cause the rendering to change. And they actually added something more to those aspects. They added something called elements just recently. So it becomes rather difficult to understand how you can change and modify things to get what you want rendered. But I think Leonardo did a really good job of creating a community interface that allows you to see a bunch of images and select what you want as a baseline. Then you can remix. And they actually have a button that says remix. And the remix will just pull that information on and this is for, they're public uh, images. So somebody's made them public. They're not, your private images aren't shown, but these are public images. So they pull the public image in, and then they can see all the different thing connections and stuff like that. And then that allows them a baseline that they would then increase. Now, the reason why I said let me give props to Midjourney is it's not in one line. So you can't easily just select it and ask an AI to explain this to me. You can for the prompt, you can for the uh, negative prompt, but there's a lot of other things like if you have a control image AI for the uh, shoot, can't remember the name of it. When you use an image as a control, um, there's a there's an image prompt, but then there's also a thing where you control a lot of aspects with uh, another image. But anyways, point is not. I mean, I wasn't trying to teach you about Leonardo AI or those things, but I was saying that the prompts for the image stuff, I think they did a better job of making it easier to educate yourself about what you want versus the one Midjourney did on some of its stuff. Both of them good. Like I said, I started with Midjourney and how it's really cool because it's concise and you can really grab it and analyze it versus Leonardo. But I like Leonardo's display capability and it pulls me in a little bit more to finding what I want. So there you go. I just thought I'd talk a little bit about prompts and a little focus on or prompt sharing because that's one of those things like when we learned how to use Google effectively, we've got to learn how to use the prompts effectively to communicate with our new friends, the AI bots, and get the most from them. Anyways, I'm getting bugged by a bug, so I'm gonna head up. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.